Today we are also joined by the Vice Mayor of Opalocka. How you doing, sir? Chris Davis, how you doing?
How you doing?
Before we get into your line of work, so much work in this line, I want to get y'all opinion on something. Now, you are LGBT community as far as you stand with them, actually. All right, so with standing with them, recently, Jussie Smollet from Empire, the Empire show, all right, it had came out that he was attacked. And, a lot of people, and because of what was said about the attack, and supposedly the abusers said this is MAGA country, they had MAGA hats or whatever else was said, that would make you imply that they are supposed to be Trump supporters or whatever, and the news makes it a hate crime or whatever. But then for it to come out that it was some suspicious evidence that makes maybe it wasn't true, and now charges and stuff may be going on. I want to hear from either one of you. You want to start well, you first, since you stand with LG, you're a proud supporter. All right. Yeah, what do you think of this? What did you think at first, and what do you think now?
It's definitely a lot. At first, of course, I stand with him completely. But now I have a hard time believing the Chicago Police Department because they do have a history of lying on Black and brown youth and men and women. But right now, I'm kind of over the situation because I feel like the media and everyone is so fixated on this conversation when the Chicago police have totally forgotten about the mothers and fathers that have been waiting for information on who has killed their son or daughter. This is only getting all this attention because it was a celebrity when there's so much other things that they could be focusing on. And that's kind of my take on it.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
Me personally, of course, I don't know if you know, but I come from a community organizing background, so, I've always advocated for individuals who couldn't advocate for themselves. This particular instance, I see it, is no different. Of course, everybody, jumped to his rescue to begin with, and rallied on his side, but then fast forward to see, what's playing out in the media now, which is allegations that he might have staged the whole incident. Me personally, of course I stood with him at first, and I think, many other folks did the same. However, in my opinion, I feel like, if you're a victim, I think, it's warranted, but if you're kind of just using that space for your own personal gain or to for some selfish purpose, then that's not cool. And and I think that also sheds light to the society we live in, where people kind of see these sort of opportunities in victim situations, and that's not cool.
It's not, because it takes away from real victims, so it's crazy. That's not cool. I don't have much to say on it. When it originally occurred, I remember I didn't really comment because I wanted to see how it was going to play out, because something was a little suspicious, but at the same time, because of the individual it is, not that I know him, but he seemed pretty level-headed and seemed pretty dope as a person, and especially coming from the LGBTQ community, it's I don't come across so many people I like, and that's not because I have any hate. It's because we're all coming into this culture, as Americans, as they put that in front of us more and more. So I didn't think he would lie, even though it was kind of weird. So I just wanted to let it play out, and still, even with the media, the police, like you said, I'm I don't know if he went out like that all the way. I just want to hear from him. I want to hear his truth. They got to go through it all. I want to see. And then we'll see. But I'm not really going to just speak on it like that.
I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was a little bit skeptical at first, even though I was like, oh, that's messed up. But then I thought about, like, really that happened in, like, Chicago. I was like, oh, I really don't know about that.
It was
a little, I mean, there was definitely some holes in the story at first, but I think because people's emotions kicked in before logic, I think. I mean, because think about it, like everybody was like, oh, it's a terrible crime, like, you know, it's messed up, like, how could this happen to a celebrity? You know, you can't kind of have that sort of thing going on. And then, like, logic started kicking in, and
it was a lot.
And then the emotions kind of mellowed out.
You know, some people joked about what white dudes walking around Chicago, you know, things like that. But we're just gonna have to see. I have some hope that he didn't go out like that. What genre of music he listened
to? Rap, R&B.
Really?
Pop, yeah.
So did you check out the new Offset album that just dropped? And Gunna. Ooh.
I listen to like rappers like Kendrick Lamar.
Ooh, look, listen, she's woke, honey. Don't approach her. Yeah. You coming with that Offset swag, all right? Look, I already knew that. I just wanted you to say it for them. You just know when certain women just not, like Fat and Funny say, for that. No. All right. Did you check out the new Offset, Cardi B's husband?
No, I haven't had an opportunity to check it out yet.
Oh, okay. You know, I heard a little something, but not enough to have an opinion yet. So I'm gonna come back around next week.
I'll listen to it on the way back home.
All right. Try not to fall asleep. Okay. It didn't start off so tough, but some people online, you know, going hard for it. So you know. All right. I have to ask y'all. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's get futuristic right quick. Now, I don't know if you heard, but Bernie Sanders announced his run for the 2020 presidential election. Now, I know you can't do much, but you know, who are you for? Do you have hopes in the candidate yet or not yet? You're still trying to see something?
I have to do more research. I'm not too sure how I feel about Bernie Sanders. Right now, I'm leaning towards Cory Booker right now, but we'll see.
That's what the young millennials doing. Cory Booker.
A few of us, yeah.
Cause you know I'm an OG millennial. You know she like the primes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I'm saying, you know, cause Black Twitter tells it all. So Black Twitter kind of saying Cory Booker
him and Kamala Harris. They're kind of
neck and neck.
No, the Black community is kind of like
Cory.
Nah, they're not. We're not too sure yet. But I'm leaning towards Cory Booker right now. But I'm still waiting for that candidate that really wins me in, that says all the right things, and I don't have to question, will they switch up, or
You know, Bernie Sanders. Listen, the man was right along Martin Luther King, folks, in the picture. People talk about how they was rocking with King, but did you have a picture? Anyway, not just that, okay? It's a lot of things I'm with him. But no, we have to think about who can really beat the big bad wolf, the bully, in a sense. And if other people have a good chance. I know people don't like to think like that. Like, don't just vote for who has the best chance of beating that other person. But we gotta be realistic sometimes. So I don't know, just consider it. But I think Bernie Sanders is who the Black community and all minorities should go behind, because he is for us. And I don't believe he's one of those switcher-uppers. Like, he's shown that in his whole legacy, resume. What you say? You shaking your head like you kind of with that.
I mean, I think,
I know it's early for you when you're a politician.
Exactly, and I know Bernie. I think he usually. I mean, he's pretty independent. He's independent, but he usually runs as a Democrat. And of course, he you know, he had some popularity last time around. You know, I voted for him in the primary. You know, he didn't.
I didn't vote for him. I'm being honest.
You didn't vote for him?
Because I'm that who's going to beat. And
You
I
thought
was
Hillary
wrong,
was-
obviously.
Okay.
But I voted for Hillary.
Right.
But as
In
soon
the
as that
primary.
happened,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
but as soon as that happened, I was like, Bernie was supposed to be the
He
one.
was supposed to be the one.
Because he had all the college kids.
Yeah.
And whatever
But-
else he had, but he had college kids.
But not to even mention, like, this time around, I think Bernie raised, like, he announced his run for presidency and raised, like, millions of dollars in, like, a week or something like that. Like, I mean, that says a lot. Like, you know how, like, I just ran an entire campaign and, you know, I did most of it by myself. So, you know, fundraising and getting support for your campaign is not the easiest thing. So, when people are willing to write you a check to say, you know, I believe in you and, you know, I support you, that definitely says a lot. And I definitely think you made a statement there.
Okay. Well, he definitely has a lot of support. I think that's the one that can really take down Trump because, believe it or not, there are people walking around that are satisfied with the way things are going with this administration. All right. So, thanks for giving me your opinion on that. Now, where can they, do you have something planned so far, or you're just a young woman right now enjoying life, getting ready for college soon and things like that? Or do you have something people should be tuning into, or you're pushing?
Yeah, I'm definitely just pushing for the amplification of Black and Brown voices in urban communities that deal with gun violence. So definitely be on the lookout for like anything that I do within those communities and listen to those voices and not get so fixated on school shootings or mass shootings, but listen to voices of color that deal with it on a daily basis.
I love how she talks. All right. So how can they follow the things you do?
They can follow me on Twitter at Aalayah Eastmond or my Instagram, Aalayah_Eastmond.
All right.